What's going on, guys? This is Braden from the Deckmates, coming at you with a deck profile of one of the new Argent Saga trial decks. So we're gonna go through just the red one today. I just wanted to show something for like the newer players, I guess. We're new to the game as well, so it's kind of like a learning curve for everybody. But yeah, let's just get into the red trial deck, which is my favorite of the trial decks so far anyways, from just playtesting. So anyways, the first card is Dragonholt, the Dragonborn. So his skill is exhaust and pay 1, and then you can discard 1 fire unit from your hand, add 1 non-legendary dragon unit from your deck to your hand. So it's good utility. It gets some deck thinning into your game plan, which is also really good. So the spirit that comes with the trial deck is Corona, the fire spirit, and his skill is once per turn during your turn, discard 1 fire unit from your hand and deal 500 to a target unit. So if they have any small guardians and stuff like that, you can just kill them. And then his soul blast or soul burst is you flip it face down. Obviously that's the cost for it. And then target unit gains quickness, which is that they can attack right away. So that's really good for closing games out. I've done it multiple times. So yeah, that's what comes with that. Obviously you get the 5 different towers. Those come with each trial deck as well. I won't go over what they do because they're pretty staple and everything. And then you have your Argent shards as well. So going into the 1-drops, so you get 3 imbued by fire. It's an instacast spell for 1 mana, and then it's target fire unit gains plus 2,000 this turn. So, if you're attacking into something and then they guardian, you can use it for that to just get over it super easily, which is really good. It just makes it so that your stuff doesn't die, but their stuff does. Or you can use it for other instances. It's pretty nice. It's good utility. Next one would be the 3 copies of Juvenile Dragon. He is very strong. Basically, when you control 2 or more other dragon units, it has quickness, which is when it can attack right away, basically. So you have your 2 other dragon units, you call this down, and if they have nothing on their board, you just swing in and, you can break towers pretty easily if it's the 1,000 towers. So he's pretty good. I like him. Then we got 3 Deranged Dragon. His ability is that he has to attack each turn if available. So you can't attack the first turn that he's played, but every turn after that, you have to attack. So sometimes it kind of hits you when you don't want him to attack into like guardians or whatever, but if it does, it does. There's other cards that have synergy with your cards dying, so I'll get into that as well. Next for a 2-drop, so we got the spell Mech Dragon's Flame. It's 2-drop, expelled target unit if its power is less than the highest power of a dragon unit you control. So, if you have something that's like 2,000 and you want to kill a 15, boom, expelled, which means it's sent out of the game. It's not even in their drop anymore. So that's pretty good. Next we have only two actually that come in the trial deck for Booster Dragon. It has an arrive skill when it's placed, basically. Target dragon unit gains plus 1,000 this turn. So it's pretty decent. If you have to get over something, you play that for 2, and it's a 1,500, which is actually really strong. Play it for 2, give something plus 1,000, and then they can get over something if you already have something on the board. Pretty good. I like him. Then we have 3 Exploding Dragons, which are really broken in my opinion. It's a 2 mana, 1,500, and then when it's ruined, you deal 1,000 to target unit. I think it's just really good. basically nothing more to say about that. If it's destroyed, you deal 1,000 to something, and a lot of times if they have like smaller units, you can just kill them straight up. Next you have 3 Dragonic Blast. It's an instacast, and then as an additional cost to play it, other than 2 mana, you can exhaust any number of your dragon units and deal X 1,000 to 2 target units. So X is the amount of units that you rested. So I mean, if you rest 2, you deal 2,000 to 2 units, which is, it's decent. Like I don't see it come up that much though. That's the only problem. Next, go into 3-drops. I think this is probably the most broken 3-drop in the deck. So it's 3 for 1,500, and then when it arrives, you can switch a target exhausted dragon to active. So you know, you attack with something, and then you play this, and you switch it back to active, and you attack again. So like if you have a bigger dragon that already attacked, and then you just play this for 3, and then you attack with it again, and then if you have another one in hand, and you do it again, I mean, it's just like, you know, the combos that you can do with this are pretty crazy. So I think it's pretty decent. That's probably a staple, most likely. And then we got 3 of Dragonic Summoner, and also really great card. I mean, like 3 mana for a 2,000 body, and then you put a dragon unit with cost 2 or less from your hand into play. Is just, it's really good value. So I really like this card actually. It's pretty broke. Next, going into 4-drops, you have 3 Enraged Dragon. It's a 4-drop, 2,500, and then when it arrives, you deal 1,000 to a target unit. I mean, it's pretty decent. It doesn't come up too much where the 1,000 actually makes a huge difference, unless they have like little small guardians that you need to kill or something. But I mean, it's still a 4-drop, 25 body, which is what you want basically out of that. And then you have 3 Soulfire Dragon. This card I don't really play that much when I do use it. A lot of times I'll just use it as like discard fodder for some of the abilities. When it's ruined, you can search your deck for a dragon unit with cost 1 and put it into play. I mean, it gets you a 1-drop, but the 1-drops don't do much by themselves, so I just don't know how good that is. I mean, it's still, it refunds a little bit of its cost, but if it dies to like a fire tower, it's kind of just bad. So next we have 3 Vengeful Dragon. He's very good because his cost gets discounted. It costs 2 less if a dragon unit was destroyed this turn. I just think that is like very, very strong. I mean, it's basically a 3-drop with 3,500. And then if you use Corona on him, you know, like late game, if you play this for 3 after something died, give it quickness, and then you just swing in with like a 35 body. It's really good. I mean, nothing more to say about that. Then we have our 1-drop in the deck. The trial decks give you 1 like really good, almost like boss monster, I guess is what they would associate that with. It's not a legendary, but that's basically what it is in the trial deck. So this one is 5-drop, 3K. When it arrives, if there's a destroyed fire tower on either side, you can destroy a target unit. So you just get to blow something up. So it is really good though. Like, it's a very good card. I would probably, like if I had more, I would probably run it at 2. I don't know about 3, but yeah, it's really good. This one is Dragonic Destroyer. That's your biggest cost card in the deck, the 6-drop. So it's a 6-drop 4K, and then it has Destroyer. So when it attacks a tower, it will destroy 2 when it attacks. And then it also has an Arrive skill, where you sacrifice another dragon unit and deal X to all units your opponent controls, and the X is equal to the sacrifice unit's power. So I mean, it can be a board wipe for sure, but you won't want to play this until like probably after turn 6. You wouldn't want to waste turn 6 tempo on a card like this probably, because unless they had a huge board of like 2,000 minions, and then you just boom, kill them all, and then you can win next turn hopefully. But yeah, that's what the trial deck gives you. That would be the red trial deck. We'll probably get into maybe posting more about the other trial decks. Otherwise, once we get some boxes, we'll go right into the actual, decks made with the booster cards, because they're just better. The trial decks are fun for newer players though, to get a handle on the game, and so far we've just had a great time playing it, and it's been a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.